Hi, I am Rajshekhar. I hope you all are doing good, and I would like to thank all of you for watching my first video long back, which I had posted, for liking and also subscribing, and to all my Telegram followers. Finally, to my students who gave me an opportunity to share the knowledge and also learn. Uh, Anyways, I'm doing this video to all my Telegram followers who wanted some clarity on cycles that I post every now and then, and I'll also try and share my current market view. So to begin with, what are cycles? Precisely, what are Gann cycles? See, every up and down move that market makes, whether it is bullish, bearish, it is all combination of a higher cycle. So what are cycles? There are many different cycles. Most commonly seen are short, medium, long, and super cycles, depending on the time frame. Now I'm dealing with the daily chart. So in this daily chart, basically the price remains same whether it is a different time frame, but I recommend doing on daily or above, daily, monthly, weekly, or yearly. So now in this particular chart, these cycles look like this. See what you're seeing, this ellipse. This is one medium term cycle. Inside this medium term cycle, there are short term cycles. See all these short term up and down, up move, or you can say impulse or correction, all these are part of this bigger medium term cycle. So once these medium time cycles complete, you can see a correction if it fails to enter into a long term cycle. So now with this example, this went up. Before going up and making a top here, it had short term corrections, up and down, up move and down move. These are all nothing but correction and impulse moves. So when it failed to move or make entry into the long term cycle, it gave a correction, and whatever the correction which it gave earlier, the vibration, you can call it as vibration. This was the first rhythm or the vibration, and the same cycle would continue again. And now again, at this point of time, this medium term cycle, if this holds, then this will not enter into a long term correction. What is the other option? Either it should go down, or either it should give a up move. So now what will be the first one? This will be a first medium term correction. Medium term will give back the same result as the earlier one, means 1 will remain 1. So this was a down cycle and this was an up cycle. In this up cycle, which is a short term cycle, I mean medium term cycle, inside this medium term again there were short term cycles. I'm not sure whether you're able to see this. I'll try and zoom it. I hope you can see this. See this down move and this up move. I mean this up move and this down move, and there was one more cycle which was part of this entire medium cycle, and it gave a correction somewhere here, which is midpoint, which I also mention in my Telegram channel day in day out, right? So whenever you see, there will be midpoint of every cycle, whether it is medium or a short term or a long term. See this one was midpoint of this long term cycle. Now what's happening here? This was again a correction. Again this was one cycle. Now everything I'm not marking based on the ups and downs. All these cycles that I'm marking based on calculations, and these calculations are part of the same concept that I had discussed in my first video, which was 315 degrees and 135 degrees. And since I don't want to make this video a lengthier one, I'm not doing all those calculations. I'm just highlighting which are approximately the same values. Every cycle will have 315 and 135 degrees depending on its scale. So this is also one of those scales. Now after this upcycle, there was one short term and then one more medium term which stopped near the 50%, or you can say midpoint of the previous long term. And I'm sorry, this is short term and this is medium term. So medium term, it was 50% or 180, or you can say midpoint of this particular cycle. Now once this breaches, this was your earlier cycle. When this breaches, this is taking entry into a bigger cycle, which is long term correction. So what I wanted to say is the smallest cycles are short term, and this one is medium term, this is medium term, and this is long term. And this length of this may not be the same comparing with the previous swings that we do in technical analysis, because when you are doing Gann analysis, you can calculate from this low and you can also calculate from this high. So basically from any top you can calculate a top, and from any bottom you can have one more bottom. Now I'm not getting into all those calculations in this video, but definitely I'll make a video wherein I'll show how this top came and how this bottom also came. And this bigger cycle will not be a regular one. This will come once in a while, and this fall was mathematical because of a 10-year cycle and also 12-year cycle. 10-year cycle was static and 12-year was dynamic. I'll definitely make one more video based on these time cycles, why this fall came and also why this rally came. Now after this correction, now observe carefully, this one was a short term up move, and again a short term down move, and this entire thing is one medium term up move. This will be the midpoint of this long term cycle. Now after completing this cycle, you are seeing a correction. Now inside this long term up move, there are multiple medium term corrections. I mean, you can call it as cycles, whether it is up, down. Inside this there are short term corrections as well. So every up and down move will be followed by a short term or a medium term correction or impulse. Now what just happened after completing this after making this top is relative to this bottom, which is 16116, and mathematical value matches with that. Now I don't want to get into that, as I said, because I don't want to keep this video a lengthy one. So what I'm trying to say is, whenever I say short term cycle complete or a medium term cycle complete, you ensure if the medium term or a short term breaks, it is entering into the next cycle. So in this case, this small up move initially, let me zoom in. I hope you can see this up move, and down move. This is one short term, and this one was a medium term. Now where we are, this was also short term, and this entire correction was a medium term correction inside a long term up move. And now we are back into this medium term midpoint. I hope you are getting it. And now once we cross this, there is high possibility that it can go up at least till here. So this is what I want to talk about cycles. So whenever I post we are into short term correction or a medium term correction, or when I say medium term correction completed, look for a breakout or a breakdown. And now how will you know whether it is going down or up? It all depends on the time, which I also post in my Telegram channel. Please follow that. Whenever I say make or break, take caution and watch. And then when I say date, let's say some date, earlier this week I told you 22nd, right? So 22nd, last week I told you 22nd, this was 22nd. Let me remove this. So this is 22nd, right? So whenever I say price is on time, all you have to do is you have to wait for this high or a low to break for the next direction. And now the probability of this was up. The reason was very simple. From here it had completed one medium term correction. This was also a medium term up move inside a long term. This was a demand zone. This demand zone, they know this setup, people who trade using demand and supply. So this was a demand zone. This also is with monthly demand zone. So now what is happening? Now it is giving a reaction and it is trying to balance out this one. Now whether this will completely balance out or not, only time will say. Now we are approaching the midpoint of this down move. If this midpoint is crossed, there will be a breakout, right? And observe carefully. I have mentioned today this is 1st of April. Keep track of this 1st of April high and low. If it crosses and stays even after May 1st week, or let me put it this way, as long as it stays above 1st April, it is going up. I told you from February 16th to 25th is one time cycle. Now after 25th, 22nd was static time and 25th was dynamic time. So 25th was holiday and 23rd onwards, I mean 26th onwards, it started going up. When it started going up, when it broke, when it gave a breakout above the short term correction, this short term cycle, once it came out of short term cycle, it made entry into medium term cycle. Okay, I hope I've clarified you. Now this was about cycles. And now if you want to learn more about how to calculate all these tops and bottoms, you can call me for more details. And anybody can do this course, whether you're a beginner or whether you're an advanced technical analyst, does not matter. All my concepts are simple and I don't use any astro or I don't use any indicators. So after this I want to show you a few more details about what I say about 1 by 1 angles and geometry that I also talk about in my Telegram channel. So let's get that. Okay, before that, let's see what is happening using a simple technical analysis tool. See, this is a monthly chart. In this monthly chart, I've taken this first range and I've just replicated. See, market is mathematical and it just follows the pattern, and it does not it might react for news, but it will be temporary. But all this up move and down move is not because of any news or anything. It is all based on cycles, whether it is price cycle or time cycle. Even this top was mathematical and even this bottom was mathematical. And now this was a 10-year cycle. I'll make a separate video on that, the reason for this fall before the corona trigger and after the lockdown. When the world was under lockdown, this reversal came, and everybody were wondering why this reversal came. This reversal also has a reason, and one of the reason is this. and also from this top, this bottom is one long-term correction, where either from here it should reverse or either it should collapse. Now chances of collapse is very rare. Now since this is an index, this was a reason for a up move. I will be doing this separate video on this 10-year cycle. So for now, what is happening, we are into, if I use this channel, now what I've done is I've taken one channel and I've just copied and pasted the pattern. Now we are here, current market price. If we get through this, and remember my telegram guys, I told you the moment we close here, where I warned you not to stay long. March will be make or break. So this was March, it came down and I told you target will be January low. This was your January low. We came almost here and from here it's going up. Now where we are inside March candle. Now if this gives a breakout, this will be your target. So the first target will be here and the next target will be here, and if this breaks, it will be going up. If it does not cross, then you can expect it to move down again, and if it moves up, it will be up till May, right? So this is just a simple basic channel, price channel you can say. And now let's go to geometry. So what is happening with the geometry? So let's go. See, now this chart is a scale chart, means unlike this one. See, now I can move up and down. Sorry, 1 second, it's stuck. Yep. See, now in this, if I draw a 45 degree, what is scale chart? Scale chart is nothing but if I draw 45-degree angle, it should remain 45 degrees whether I move like this or like this. Now in this case, see, when I move it like this, the angle is moving, which should not be the case. Now in order to plot Gann geometry or Gann angles, you need to have chart scale to its price ratio. What Gann was saying, one by one, one is 1 unit of time and 1 unit of price, and every stock or a script will have its own vibration. Based on the vibration, you need to have a price ratio, and this chart is a scale chart which is scaled to the vibration of Bank Nifty. And now there are too many lines, please ignore for some time. Okay, let me plot. I'll remove everything. See, what scale charts can do is, if I plot 45 degrees from anywhere, from any significant top or bottom, there is a lot of information that it can give. From this low, if I mark this 45, this is 45. Now when this broke, whenever there is a breakout above 45, it is a bullish signal, and whenever there is a breakdown from the top, it's a bearish signal. Observe carefully, this was the low, and wherever it intersects, this is your time. Look at this. You can keep doing this from any significant tops and bottoms. You will get this one, right? Now let's come to the current scenario. So let me remove this. So now this was your top, this was your top, correct? So how do we plot Gann angles? So first thing is that from any top you need to plot a 45-degree angle, and now this 45-degree, if you plot on your charts, if it is not scaled, won't work. So since this is a scale chart, this 45 is 245 what Gann was talking about. So on this angle I'm just plotting Gann angles and I'm laying one by one on this 45 degrees, right? Now we have this down move. This was a breakout which I had posted in my Telegram as well as in Facebook. When it crossed 1 by 1, it started going up. Now observe, it came close to 1 by 8. Look at this 1 by 8. See, now geometrically it has reached 1 by 8, and also mathematically from this top, if you calculate, this is 315 degrees. Okay. When this broke, this gave a correction. Okay, now let's come back to what we were doing. So now to know what is happening now, from this bottom let's plot 45 degrees. This is your 45 degrees, and now if your charts are scaled, you will know what will happen in the future. See, this was the first impulse, correction, came back to 45, which is calculated to 1 by 1 ratio of this for this Bank Nifty. Now again it went up, it came back to 45. Now just observe, just now I told you where 45 degree intersect, that will be a major concern. This 45, this vertical line bisected this 45 and this 45, which is coming from the bottom and also from the top. Now if I connect 45 degrees from the bottom, what is happening? Why did it make a top? See the reason. This angle from the bottom is hitting hard, and from this low to this high, this is again 360. Okay, now what is the reason for this up move? The reason is, one of the reason, it hit 8 by 1, which is a termination. If it trades below 8 by 1, there is a possibility of a big correction, at least till here. Now this 8 by 1 saved this up move, and also from here if I plot 45 degrees, okay, let me plot 45 degree first. This is your 45. Now I'm just connecting this to this 45. As long as this 8 by 1 remains, the fall is paused. This is where I alerted in the Telegram not to short anymore. When I say not to short anymore, or when I say the word cycle complete, you should look for longs. So I told you there was a demand zone here. This is a demand zone, plus also Gann angles. Now the breakout came here when this 45 was breached and it is going up. Now what are the possibilities? Let me also show you the other reason for this top or a correction. So this was again a hurdle, and now the reason for me to plot this is to show you this 8 by 1 which saved from a longer term correction is back at positive 8 by 1. This will be a hurdle. If this stays, there will be one more correction. If it gives a breakout, then it is going up. How far? At least till this 45 degrees. And watch out for this time as well. Now I'm only talking about this 45-degree time, but there are so many other time ratios. Now if I keep adding it, this will become a clutter, so I don't want to. I'm just marking the major ones. Fine. So this is about Gann angles. Now keep watch around 34,100. If it gives a breakout, and also I told you 1st April, this is your 1st April. Where is 1st April? See this exactly. This is also with the same high. So this is my important time cycle. Now if stays and crosses this, it is going up. The reason why I'm saying is from this we completed one cycle here and it is going up, so it is giving an entry into this particular cycle, and also this entire cycle's midpoint is here. So this is a very important level around 34,100. If in case if it stays above 34,100 or something, I would prefer to wait till Monday onwards. If it continues to stay, it is going up, else there will be a small correction. Okay, so I hope I gave some idea about what is happening, and let me go back and share you some. Okay, this is stuck. So this is the range that I was talking about since a week. 30,700 is the lifeline. This was the demand zone. This was the first range. Now this is not geometrical, but still it is a geometrical in a single dimension. This 30,700 is also 1 by 1, and 32,100 is also 1 by 1. This is negative, this is positive, this is positive, this is negative. 34,100, if it breaches and if it stays above 34,300, this is your next target. In between, tomorrow, since tomorrow is expiry, if any correction comes, there is a support here around 33,300 or something. It might not come. In case if it comes, 33,300 would be important support. So before that, it has to come to 33,700, 33,400 and 34,100. There is a lot of hurdles here. One is because of this 1st April. If in case if it breaches, it is going up. If it does not breach, there will be a correction. So keep close watch in the first week of May. So this is what I wanted to show you for today. Just give me a second. Okay. Now if anybody wants to learn, or if you want to join my course, you can call me on this number. So basically I do 3 levels. One is level 1, level 2, level 3. Whatever I discussed about cycles, which is covered in level 2, and whatever I discussed about Gann angles, I do it in level 3. So if you learn level 2, it is more than enough. And if you want to learn advanced geometry and other things, you can definitely do level 3.1, which I have segmented into lessons. Fine, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and if you like, please subscribe and also share it with your friends. I hope I gave you a small brief on what was happening, and I would like to do regular videos. Please let me know. Please message me on this and let me know. I don't read comments. I'm sorry, I don't have time. So if you want me to make regular videos, please message or WhatsApp on this. I'll make regular weekly videos to share my view and also share the ranges. Now in this video I made only for Bank Nifty. The same thing is applicable to anything, I mean any stock. So next video I'll be making it on Nifty, and if you want me to do some analysis, Gann technical analysis, with respect to geometry or only with the price cycles or time cycles, do let me know your script. I'll do it for you. And thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Thank you. Bye bye.